again, introducing to you a very rare tube. The see if you can see that, the Tung-sol 6SU7 GTY. It's a very rare tube, and I stuck a couple in this old amp that I've rewired and turned it into a guitar amp. It was an old just an old amplifier, a phonograph amplifier with an auxiliary on it. I changed all that over so that I could use it for a guitar amp, and I took the old tubes out, which were very raunchy sounding, and put these Tung-sols in there. And the 6SU7 GTY, I come across these a couple of weeks ago. A friend of mine had them. He'd been sitting on them for 50 years. A very rare collection, and a very rare privilege to actually introduce these tubes after 50 long years. The old Fender tube amps used to carry them in the late 40s and early 50s, and they became so scarce that they had to switch over to the 6SL7, and the 6SL7 is actually a step down from these tubes. It'd be like a 12AX7 stepping down to a 12AU7. These are exceptional quality tubes. They were created for the Army and the Navy, and you know, military use and stuff like that. They're very dependable tubes. They literally last forever, and it's a very rare occasion that you'd run across such a beautiful sounding tube as these. I've played many. I'm a collector of tubes. I've got a beautiful collection of all types of rare tubes, but this was the rarest I've come across yet. That I really enjoyed, because I play on amplifiers, and it's just a very rare privilege to have such a beautiful sounding tube. And this amp is kind of noisy, but when I put these tubes in, it cut it down to about 5% of what it was. It's a very old amp, and it's not really a guitar amp, but as you very well see, it's turned into a guitar amp. It's got a real good feedback, a very good distortion since I put these tubes in. The gain is exquisitive. It backs off right before it ends, and it fades out into an even tone, as you can very well hear through the playing of my guitar. At the bridge setting. Any normal amp wouldn't have faded out like that. The distortion would have got really bad, and the gain would have kept going and buckled over by now. You can tell that it rolls over very nicely when you hit the notes. Back the throttle off to about halfway so that you can hear the entirety and clarity of the tube itself. up a little so you can hear how the distortion gets into the chords and evenly distributes the notes throughout the chords. 7 GTY Tung-sol. Get it on eBay at TronBuilder. Thank you very much.